The Langebaan Lagoon is the focal point of the West Coast National Park. It is home to thousands of seabirds roosting on sheltered islands, and also serves as a nursery for the development of juvenile fish. During spring, the strandveld surrounding the lagoon is embroidered with a tapestry of multicolored flowers, attracting a huge number of tourists to the park. But it is also home to another, lesser-known treasure, a set of 117,000-year-old fossilized footprints. Found in 1995 by geologist David Roberts on the shoreline of the lagoon. Today, Eve's footprints, as they are called, can be viewed at the SABC South African Museum.
This is the original, found at the West Coast National Park in 1995. And as you know, it's a lovely picnic spot for families and people to go and visit. And it was open for nearly 3 years, and we started getting worried about the preservation and conservation of the footprints because people were putting their feet next to it to try and see. So what was decided was that it would be removed from that space and brought to the SABC South African Museum for conservation and protection. So it was cast. They did a mold. They actually did two. One is at one of the museums up there. We have a cast here as well, and then cut and airlifted to the museum in 1998. It's considered female because of the size of the foot. It's a modern size, or a lady size 6 today. We also know that from the depression and the size that this person was not more than 1.5 meters tall. And if we look at hunter-gatherer societies, we can estimate that it was a female. What researchers say is that it had just rained, some soft rain, and she had walked along the edge of the dune at an angle towards the lagoon. And you can imagine, as you walk on the beach, you leave your footprints behind, and then it stopped raining, and then the dune sands would have been blown over these footprints, preserving them perfectly. So what makes these particularly important is where they are located. So the southern coast of South Africa is very important in terms of modern human evolution, because we really have the oldest population, or oldest genetic population in the world. So we're looking at other sites along the south coast, like Pinnacle Point and Mossel Bay, for example. Modern human evidence is older than 200,000 years, making it the oldest in the world. And this forms part of that collection. We don't see this anywhere else for anatomically modern humans. And that gives us a personal connection, because as Africans, this speaks directly to our ancestry.
If you want to walk in the footsteps of our earliest ancestors, visit the West Coast National Park's Langebaan Lagoon and imagine what life was like for our human ancestors more than 100,000 years ago. Linkie Bierman, SABC News, Cape Town.